Hi guys, Sam Simmer here, and today I'm bringing you another house building video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I wanted to do a different kind of style of a modern home, and I did something that involved a bright, bold color, and just sort of like, it looks like I don't know, like a New York apartment, but it's a house in Newcrest. So yeah, I chose the color red, if you can't tell by the door, but yes, and I'm really excited to show you the rest of this video. So as you guys will see in a few seconds, I add a checkered black and white floor, but it doesn't fit a little later, and I add a, how do I explain it? It's just like a grayish black wood floor that really matches the counters in the kitchen, the rest of the main level, which you will see later. So if you can see that little divider, black divider thing that sort of looks like that swirly lamp that came with Luxury Party Pack, I believe. Anyway, I really liked that piece, and I really wanted to add it to the house badly, but it unfortunately did not get added into it, so I couldn't really find a good place for it. But anyway, the dining room, which is, I think, honestly, one of my favorite rooms. It's so simple, but it's gorgeous, guys. It's gorgeous. My favorite part is how I take the alcohol rack and I put those two pictures next to it, and it looks so good. It looks so amazing. And the dining room is just so simple, but it all works, and it just looks so great in the end, and I just love it. So next up, I am trying to plan the floor plan of the upstairs, but it gets a little weird, so I have to restart it. I didn't like the shape of it at all. So I was going to put the master bedroom upstairs too, so that's how I was making it, but then at the end, or when I figured out that I didn't want a sunroom next to the living room because that was just almost pointless. So I put the sunroom, I didn't have a sunroom, so I made the sunroom the master bedroom, and it was downstairs, and it was red themed, and I figured that would look really good. So then next I put this blocky type fence around the upstairs little balconies that you actually can't get access onto, but I think it looks really nice. But downstairs I eventually, on the first little, the front porch, I eventually changed the fence, but I think it still looks good on the upstairs because nobody can really go on it, so it doesn't really matter. So then for the roof, I had a bit of trouble, but I created the roof to have these little peak things that peek up, and I thought they looked really good, and I added a Papa Red to it, which I thought that was really great. So yeah. So here's where I add the Papa Red, and I thought I would add a different stone to it, but I thought that the darker stone worked the best, so I keep it the dark stone and not the light one, and yeah. So going back inside, I begin to try to put a wall around the stairs, and then I try to add that divider. Once again, guys, I really wanted it in there, but it just didn't work out. And then I'm adding curtains to the dining room, and I eventually sufficed on some cream ones, but now that I think of it, the red ones kind of looked good, but if you want, you can change them. But yeah. So where I opened the walls, that is where I think that the sunroom is going to go, but eventually, if you can see where, this is where I'm doing the living room, the sunroom just doesn't fit. It just would look weird. I don't know, that's at least what I thought. So at first I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the living room, but eventually I figure it out and it looks really good. So as I told you guys, I switched between a bunch of couches, but I don't even suffice on these ones that I'm doing. I kind of go back to these, and I thought they looked really well, worked really well, and just went together. And then I was adding this fireplace and the TV, and it just, nothing that I was doing worked the way I wanted it to. So finally, I deleted it, and I did something that worked much nicer. I added the red couches from Luxury Party Pack, or no, I forget which one. I think it's the outdoor, the patio, Perfect Patio. And I was gonna add a big TV, but the big TV just didn't work. And then I had a fireplace, and I just thought it looked so much better with all the red and the black, and it looks so good. So moving on, I add this table with those little bubble chairs that just look so adorable to the back, so that if you're eating, you can sit down at the table and eat and watch TV. I don't know, I thought it was a really good accessory, and somehow I'm working in the dark here. But anyway, so I add a lot of, I'm trying to add a lot of things, and I add that big chess piece. I have no idea how to play chess. I don't know what that's called. It's a big horse thing. I add that, and I was gonna add these like big red curtains, but they don't even work well. But I add the get to work like shades, like the plastic shades, and I think they just look really good. And I was having a bit of trouble trying to find out what wall color I should use, and I thought I could use blue, but I eventually go back and I'm like, no, that does not work. But yeah. So here I am just trying to squeeze in a few more accessories, and here's where I add the black get to work shades that I just think look much, much better and more classy, I guess you could say. And now here is where I'm trying to get the sunroom to work, but you can just see it doesn't work. You'll see, it just doesn't work. It's like two random seating areas. I don't know, it didn't, I don't know. So if you can't tell, I really like to just fill up my spaces and make sure that they're just completely filled to the max, and just put all the clutter I could possibly put without making it feel too cluttered. So I do that, and then I add those cabinets, which I thought looked really good up there. So yeah. And I guess I'm just adding a few touches to the kitchen, and then I'm going over to the thing that I want to make the sunroom, and then here I'm like, what do I do, what do I do, what do I do? And then as you can see, it just looks very odd, and now I'm like, okay, I'll go back and just see what I'll do with that, but it's just, nothing is working for me. So here is where I start the office, and I was thinking about putting a desk up against the wall with a red chair, but I eventually deleted, and I had a bunch of clutter, and it looks really bad, to be honest with you. It doesn't look good at all. But I fix it, and I make sure it looks top notch, and I add a not so modern desk, because I didn't want it all to be like completely modern and just really sleek. I wanted it to be just a little different. So I add this like desk. I'm working in the dark again, you can't see it, but it's like a desk with a little bookcase in front of it and a very, you know, classy chair. But yeah, I really like it. It's actually really nice. So So these accent walls actually look really nice in the end, and I just think they look good with those like work paintings or work things. I don't know what to call them. They're just things that you get when you go to work and you unlock them. But of course I use the ignore gameplay unlocks entitlement, which is the weirdest cheat ever. But yeah, so I'm making more changes, and oh, since I'm like, alright, I'll make it the master bedroom, I add the door over there instead of like in the sunroom that I was gonna do. So that, because I'm gonna make like a backyard and everything eventually, so yeah. Oh, and then here I did, like I said, change the blue wallpaper to a, really dark gray, and it looked a lot better to me than blue, because I didn't want a red, white, and blue theme. No, I mean, I don't know, that just was kind of odd. But yeah, so this is the master bedroom, and I am in love with it. It's so pretty. It's so gorgeous. But I make another bedroom upstairs. It's not red themed, but it's like a light blue color, and it's so pretty. Like, I thought it would be my bedroom when I was making it. So this is the master bathroom. It's really not much of anything. I was gonna put in 2 sinks, but I didn't. It didn't exactly fit. But yeah. So now I'm just adding a few touch-ups to just fill in the empty spaces on like displays and all that stuff, just to make it look a little more fuller. I don't know. So then I add this sitting area with a bookcase and some chairs, just to kind of fill up that space, because it looked really empty, I will be honest. It did. It looked really empty, and I wanted all the space to be filled up so that there were just no empty spaces, basically. So now I'm just making sure basically that everything is just perfect for downstairs before I go upstairs. And then I realize that there are no columns in the front of the house, so I try and find the perfect one for it, and I do. I have to change the fence, but all in all, it works out and looks really good. So now that we're moving on upstairs, I actually lost the footage of me doing the blue bedroom over there, but I'm really apologize for that. I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared, so I don't like that happening, but now I'm just saving my game, and I am just adding some extra furniture and clutter items into the bathroom. But yeah, as you can see, the blue bedroom's there, but I just don't have any footage for it, so now I'm just adding this blue and white tiled floor with, I think I had a gray wall with it. Yes, I did. And now I'm just adding all the doors, and I add all the lights, I think. And then I went on to this teen bedroom, and I really like the way it turned out, to be completely honest. It's like a gamers type thing. You'll see as I go on. It's honestly cool. He's kind of like an athlete, but a gamer. And I don't know, I really liked how it came out. So yeah, you could change it if you wanted to, but I really like it. So like I said, it's sort of a room for a guy that likes to game, but he's an athlete, so I just added a bunch of posters all around the room, which I honestly really like, and it looks so cool. And eventually I add these 2 little gamer-like monitors, and they look really cool in the end, I will say, and a radio, and it's just cool. I think it looks awesome. So yeah, I'm adding that right now. I think it looks awesome and really cool, but they're actually TVs, so I guess you could watch TV and 2 TVs. I don't know, whatever you guys prefer. So now just to finish this bedroom, I add a little curtain on the one window, blue walls, and that grayish wood floor, and I think it turns out pretty good. So over here I'm trying to figure out what I would do, but one is going to be a bedroom, and then one's going to be a gym, and I really like that. Now I'm just finishing up the gym that I added into it, and now I'm just creating a guest bedroom, which I add their own bathroom to it, which I thought looked really nice to be completely honest. I don't know, if I was a guest, I'd kind of want my own bathroom, to be honest. I wouldn't want to be sharing it with the rest of the family, so I thought it worked nicer. And I just kept it plain and simple because I don't know, wouldn't want anything extravagant, really. And I just kept the decorations really simple because the room doesn't exactly belong to, I didn't envision the room to actually belong to anybody. So yeah, now after that I add the curtains, and then I go into the bathroom, and I just add a shower, you know, a basic toilet, and a sink, which works out nicely. And I just keep it, again, white and plain, which I think looks pretty good. Yeah, I just keep a simple shower. I wasn't trying to make it really decorative or anything. I don't even think I add like a photo or anything in there. It's so simple. And I just add a few more decor items just to sort of spice it up a little because it's so bland. And then I go on to the outside, and after I add the floor in the small hallway, after some, in the hallway I keep it plain and simple. I had a gray wall, a painting, and a few chairs. There was not much to it at all because it wasn't a big space, so it didn't really need much at all. Yeah, so just some black chairs. Then, just some carpeting, and then here's where I start the outside, and I add a walkway, the mailbox, trees, of course, you need trees. Check out these, like, pine tree thingies, I don't know, are there even names to the trees? I'm pretty sure there are, but they looked really nice, and I just liked how skinny they were. They just went well, I personally thought. Yeah, and off camera, I go back in and I realized that some of it didn't have the brick wall inside the house, so I changed that because then I realized, I guess I was just being lazy or something, I didn't realize it at all. So now outside, I am just adding the, like, dirt to make it more earthy, if you would, and I add the porch, and then I create a pool. It's a decent sized pool, it's nothing extravagant, and some lights. And then I have to match the railings in the back, and then I use, again, a perfect patio, and it looks really nice. I add those, like, black and white chairs, they look so nice with it, and little chess pieces that, like, have lights in them. I think they look so good. Oh, and that table from Get to Work. But I don't know if anybody could really get around the little chess piece that I add, but I guess you'll just have to find out. Yeah, see right there. I don't know if you can get around it, but I hope you can. But yeah, that really concludes. Oh, and then I just add, like, the tile or, like, the concrete that would go on the outdoor porch, and yeah. Oh, I do that in the front too, and then add more trees, bushes, shrubs, flowers, and all that stuff. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. This is up for download on the gallery. My origin ID is Samsummer44. It will be in the description, but I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys.